I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe.
Alright, shalom guys, how's it going? I wanted to talk about a verse that we see a lot Christians use. Basically for a lawless verse, teach Jesus did stuff different with the law. And about his grace and mercy, which it is his grace and mercy. Also in this verse. I want to go over more of the context about it than what you normally hear in the mainstream church. Bring up the slides here. The woman in adultery, John 8. The Messiah was tempted by the Pharisees in John 8 to stone a woman caught in adultery, but he didn't. Was this just him showing grace? Was Messiah teaching against the Torah? Let's look at the setup for this in John 8. Jesus went unto the Mount of Olives, and early in the morning he came, and again into the temple. And all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them. And the scribes and the Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they said unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery, in the very act. That's an important detail. In the very act. Let's continue. So that was Book John, chapter 8, 1 through 4. We skip down to verse 6 here, and we see some more context and detail. Now they were saying this, testing him, so that they might have grounds to accuse him. But Jesus, having stooped down, began writing with his finger on the ground. So we see they were testing him, tempting to see if he would stone her. People say that's what the law says, right? But does it? Let's look at Leviticus 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with the neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress, shall surely be put to death. That's a two-person party. So the law here says the man and the woman must both be present. But I thought they caught her in the very act. Where is the man? I'm guessing the man was probably one of them. Who's going to sign up to go get stoned to death. No one's going to, yeah, that was me, they caught with her. You ain't going to do it. They were willing to sacrifice this woman to death just so they could catch the Messiah in sin, trying to break the law. The Messiah obeyed the law and did not sin. Since both parties were not there, he showed grace, mercy, and his knowledge of the scriptures. Theories I've heard of what he wrote with his finger. Now, what did he write on the ground? Leviticus 20:10, showing what the text says? Did he write the names of the men that were standing there that maybe have also slept with this adulterous woman? Did he just start writing down different people's sins? Or maybe addresses where they had committed adultery, or maybe even with that same woman? Those are just theories Scripture doesn't say. I would say he was sticking with Scripture, and these are some of the possible verses maybe he was writing down. Jeremiah 17:13. O Lord, the hope of Israel that forsake thee shall be ashamed, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters. Isaiah 58:9. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, and the putting forth of the finger, and speaking vanity. And Isaiah 59:3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverseness. So we have learned here that Messiah didn't teach against the law. He was actually keeping it, not breaking it. I'm sure there's a lot more we can uncover here as well. Just need to dig deeper in the Word. I hope you guys have a good day. It's a quick contextual thing instead of a full video. Just thinking about doing more of stuff like that, where people take certain verses and cherry pick them and then just actually explain them in context. See if that's a thing you guys are interested in. Be small little clips you can share with people. Try to take those verses out of context. Yes. Sorry, thirsty. But I have more videos that's coming up that I want to release, going over different texts of the creation week, which I think you guys will really enjoy. I have a couple others lined up, presentations to go over with y'all. So, hope y'all have a good day. Shalom.
You don't think you're a fighter?